Hello everyone, welcome to Cybrosys Technologies. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the subcontracting, raw materials, cost and stock valuation of Odoo 19.1. So first, let's dive into the manufacturing module. And here we just need to consider the product. Or you can see that we have the bill of material which already created. So here you can find the bill of material for product. So this is just an example for introduction of the new feature of Odoo 19.1. And once it's done, you can set the components over here. And we'll be managing this with subcontracting. And you can also choose a subcontractor over here. Also ensure that you have set the subcontractor, which means you have designated the vendor over here. So I would like to set this subcontractor over here. Okay, so let me choose them. And once it's done, you also just need to ensure that you have provided the routes under the product. Okay, so in order to set that, you can see that we have the inventory tab, we have set the replenish on order. And if you just want to just deal with the replenish on order, you can just move on to the inventory module. And from the configuration settings, in Odoo 19 onwards, we know the replenishment rule is just set under the inventory module. I mean, in the inventory module configuration settings under the logistics section. So this would allow you to make order and automate the purchase order when the product is sold and get direct links between the documents. And you can just manage it over there. And once you just move on to the product over here, which is the product is the one. You can see we have the product category. I mean, we can set the product category for the components. So you can also set the product category over here. So I would like to set the product category over here as trading goods. Okay, we have the category. So upon moving on to the internal link of the item, you can see that's into the category. You can see that we have to set the inventory valuation based on perpetual at invoicing. Okay, so once it's done, you can save the changes that you have made over here. And under the configuration also ensures that you have the location called production. So here you would be able to see that we have the location. So if there is no location available called production, you can just create a location called production, and you just need to designate the the here you can choose the location type as production, and you can set the location name as production itself. Okay, so under the cost of production, you can choose the account as cost of production. So everything will be marked under, all the accounting transactions will be marked under the cost of production. So let's save it. Once it's done, the next step is that we just need to just move on to the sales module to manage with the product. So I'll be just moving with the product, and here I'm going to choose the customer as Jerry. And once it's done, you can just move on and choose a product. So we can say that the product is product A. I mean, not product A, B, C, D or anything. It's just a product over here. And I would like to set the quantity over here as 5. And let's set the amount, and you can find the price of the product, and 2000 is altogether the product price. And after that, you can just confirm the product over here. As we don't have sufficient quantity, we just need to go with the purchasing of the item. So let me move on to purchase of the item. So you can see that first we just need to purchase the item. So as we are just dealing with the subcontracting, you can see that the item will be subcontracted from the vendor subcontractor over here. I just named the subcontractor as subcontracting, as it's a simple demo example. Okay, so now you can just confirm it. Upon the confirmation, you can see that we'll be getting a resupply option over here. So upon moving on to the resupply option, here you can see that first we just need to manage with the resupplying. So here, as we don't have the components, we just need to just validate that like we should have the components over here. So here right now we don't have the sufficient quantity. So let's set the inventory over here as 5. And afterwards, let me set the other component as 5 over here. So you can set the inventory, and once it's done, you can save the changes you have made, and you can see that we can just do the supplying of the items. So currently the components are available and you can just go with the validation. So once it's validated, you can see the quantity has been validated and everything, and you can just receive the item, and we have just done with the validation, and it's 10, right? So afterwards, what we have to do is we just need to receive the item. To receive the item, either you can just receive the item directly from here, or you can just move on to the receipts over here. Okay, so 5 quantities been shown over here. So let's move on to the purchase order, and you can see that I'm going to receive the item. So the cost is 140 for each of the item, and it's been shown over here. Okay, so let's click on validate, and we have received the item, and you can find the subcontracting production over here. So under the subcontracting production, you would be able to see the components which been subcontracted, and we have just done with it. Now upon moving on to the balance sheet, you can see that you can just move on to the accounting menu, accounting module, and from there we have the reporting. So from there we can just get to find the balance report. So currently it's filtered based on 2/6/2026 as of today's date, and here you would be able to find that we'll be having the different accounts, like the current liability, all other things. Okay, so let's search. Now let's move on to the sales module, as we have just done with the um creation, the supplying, and then with the purchasing of the item, I'm receiving the item in the stock. Now we can just deliver the item to the customer, and we have sufficient quantity. You can see that the items are available, and we can just validate this, and we have just done with it. And upon moving on uh, to the invoices, you can create the invoices. So this would allow you to create the invoice. You can create the regular invoices over here. So upon moving on to the journal item, you can see the total amount, including the tax. It will be $2,300, and 2,000 is the total cost of the product, and you can just confirm the invoice. Okay. Now, likewise, we also just need to validate the bill of the purchase. So here you can see we can just move on to the purchase, and here from here you can see we can create the purchase, or the bill for this. So you can just consider the bill number, or you can just upload directly there, or you can just go ahead with the choosing of the bill from here, and from there you can see we don't have the option to create the bill here. So what you have to do is you can just download the bill, like upon clicking on the print button, this would download the bill, and we have the option to upload the bill. So currently you can see that it's fully invoiced, so which is a new feature in Odoo 19, like that shows the receipts status. So let's click on upload, and under the downloads you would be able to see the downloaded one. So you can just choose the bill, and let's click on upload and click on open, so that the bill will be generated now. So you can provide the bill date, and you would be able to see the amount over here, and the total cost of the product will be 700. And you can save this, and let's click on confirm, and if you just want to make the payment, you can just do that, and you can also find the linked document to this. So as we just upload the document, that will be uploaded into the document module, and you would be able to see the document which been uploaded, and you can just back to the purchase module, and likewise you can also just get the reporting from the vendor bill and everything. So as you just move to the vendor bill, here you can find the journal, and here you would be able to see the inventory valuation, the tax paid, and account payable, and everything. Now, you can also get the report from the general ledger. So you can just move on to the accounting, and from the accounting, you can see that we have the general ledger. So upon moving on to the general ledger, you can see we have just filtered based on the current date, and we can find the details, like the this comes under the product sale. So under the product sale, you would be able to see that 2,000 is the amount that's received, And here under the expenses, you can see the amount 700. As we just purchased the item, 700 will be reflected over here. Okay, and that's how we just deal with the subcontracting raw materials cost and stock valuation of Odoo 19.1. And that's all for today. If you find this video informative, please do like, share, and subscribe our channel. If you want Odoo customization, Odoo implementation, and Odoo tutorial videos, feel free to contact Cybrosys. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video.